Ares was the Greek Olympian god of war, embodying the brutality, bloodlust, and physical violence of the battlefield. This segment traces his lineage from the Olympian succession through Homeric and Hesiodic sources to his diminished and localized forms in the later Greek world. Ares stands among the 12 Olympians as the personification of war in its most violent and undisciplined form. He is the son of Zeus and Hera, born within the reigning generation of gods and counted among the legitimate children of the divine couple. Hesiod names him plainly in this parentage, and Homer affirms it, though the Iliad records that Zeus regarded him with open contempt, declaring him the most hateful of all the gods. His domain is battle itself, the raw carnage and slaughter of combat, distinct from the strategic and disciplined warfare governed by Athena. Where Athena represents calculated victory, Ares represents the chaos, rage, and physical destruction of the fight. He is attended by his sons, Deimos and Phobos, terror and fear, and often accompanied by Eris, strife, and Enyo, a goddess of war. His attributes are the spear, the shield, the helmet, and the burning torch, and the dog and the vulture are associated with him. His epithets reflect this character. He is called Enyalios, the warlike, a title sometimes treated as a separate figure and sometimes as Ares himself. He bears names, marking him as the shield piercer, the manslayer, and the insatiate of battle. Thracian in reputed origin, he was regarded by the Greeks as a foreign and northern power, his cult placed at the margins of the Hellenic imagination. The myths tied directly to Ares emphasize his defeats and humiliations as often as his strength. In the Iliad, he fights for Troy and is wounded by the mortal Diomedes, guided by Athena, and flees to Olympus, bellowing. The Alawadi, the giant brothers Otis and Ephialtes, are said to have bound him and imprisoned him in a bronze jar for 13 months until Hermes freed him. His adulterous union with Aphrodite produced Harmonia and, in some accounts, Eros and Anteros, and their affair was exposed when Hephaestus trapped the lovers in an unbreakable net before the assembled gods. He was also held to be the father of numerous violent offspring and founders, including through his union with mortals figures such as the warlike peoples of the north. In Theban legend, he sired the dragon slain by Cadmus, and the Spartoi sprang from its teeth. His daughter by Otre, in some traditions, was the Amazon queens, binding him to those warrior nations. Regional variation placed his oldest worship in Thrace and in Scythian lands, and Greek writers consistently marked him as an outsider among the Olympians. Over time, his figure remained largely static, less developed than gods of broader function, and in the classical period he was frequently overshadowed by Athena in both myth and esteem. The Hellenistic age preserved him chiefly through his literary and genealogical roles rather than expanding his character. The Hellenistic age preserved him chiefly through his literary and genealogical roles rather than expanding his character. In closing, Ares endured in Greek mythology not as a beloved or victorious deity, but as the fixed embodiment of war's brutality, a necessary yet dishonored power, whose defeats define him as fully as his ferocity. Ares, the unloved god of war. Thanks for listening to my latest mini-documentary on Greek mythology, written, narrated, and produced by me, Tom Hawkins.